Metallica released the fourth single for their album, 72 Seasons, also called 72 Seasons. And we're about to take a listen to that. But before we get into it, my band Crusade has a show April 23rd in Nashville, 7 p.m. at the East Room. Come see us. Come meet us. We're going to be playing with a couple other bands. It's going to be a great time. We are exceedingly excited for this show. I would recommend people travel for it. It's actually going to be a really good time. Links to tickets to that are in the description. You know, talking about Metallica reminds me of another band, Leprous. Just for those unfamiliar, Leprous are a Norwegian progressive metal and progressive rock band. They've had a really interesting evolution from their inception to now. And I mean, they've had, I think, a little bit of a lineup change. I don't know exactly how much. I know they definitely switched drummers. I am in so much admiration of Leprous. Actually, our band is trying to kind of use them as aspirational goals towards. They have this great way of staying artistically integral and interesting, while also at the same way remaining pretty accessible to a lot of different people, I would say. I mean, it's all pretty moody, but there is something really cool and clean and kind of has a nice sex appeal to it. I've seen them live multiple times. Their mix is insanely good. Like, as good as the freaking album good. Their live show always kicks ass, and that's something that my band really wants to work towards. I mean, you should go check them out for yourself. I highly recommend the entire latest album, Aphelion. Just dominates, beautiful production, amazing performances. Now, I can see why for some people the vocals may be hit or miss. They are definitely polarizing, as most vocals are. But some people fell in love with them, and me included. Heiner has such a freaking strong voice. And I guess I was reminded of that when talking about Metallica, because both bands have all male members. And they have all male members. Get it? I'll move on. But 72 Seasons is the latest release in, 40 years? It's been 40 years since Metallica's been making music. Wow. That's blowing my mind, dude. That's so long. It's longer than I've been alive. I mean, that alone deserves a lot of respect in and of itself, just to keep at it for that long, regardless of how successful they've been. And you know, this really reminds me of Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo really started to pop off about the same time Metallica did. Now, they're in completely different industries, which is also hilarious. But I don't know. I just think it's a little bit of a shame that when you go, na 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 na, everyone knows exactly what that is. That's Koji Kondo. That's Mario. Koji Kondo is the music of Mario. Koji Kondo is the music of Zelda. There's other franchises as well. Like, he is a genius composer, especially when you're limited to how much data you can use. You have, 5 different tracks to choose from to decide whether it's going to be a pitched instrument or a percussive instrument. And you have maybe like 30 seconds to a minute of having that on loop, and it can't be annoying. That's incredible. To me, that's just mind-blowing. I think that even people who aren't into gaming don't understand how much influence Koji Kondo has had on them and their influences. I don't know. I guess it's just a little sad to me, because I have great admiration for what he's done, and I think that we should be more mindful that, yes, video game composers are also composers and also songwriters. I mean, Michael O'Donnell. I mean, everyone will cite Mick Gordon. I feel like that's the easy pick, because he's mostly just doing modern day accessible metal, you know? Not downplaying Mick Gordon. He's awesome. And man, the treatment he got from Bethesda over that was really horrifying. If you don't know about it, go check it out. It's really eye-opening as far as the abuses in the video game industry. But I guess that also comes back to it. You know, Koji Kondo wasn't doing this because it's like, oh, this is my magnum opus and my truest expression of me. He was making something that wound up being beautiful art in order to supplement someone else's vision, under so much pressure to just like crank it out, crank it out, crank it out. And not only does it have to be cranked out quickly, it has to be the greatest video game piece of music ever composed, you know? Like, damn. God bless Koji Kondo. He is amazing. But yeah, getting back to Metallica. All right, we're going to get into the video now. I've had a lot of people complain that I stop too much and I cut too much and talk for too long. So I'm going to do this first listen through for you guys, completely uncut. I'm not going to cut it at all. I'm just going to listen through it and then give you my feedback afterwards. All right, here we go. It was okay, I guess.